What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Collider Interview Studio at South by Southwest 2024. I am so excited to be talking about one of my absolute favorite TV shows out there right now, Hacks. Congratulations. I've seen 2 episodes of the new season, and like how you set the bar so high and then keep it there. Congratulations.
So nice. Thank you so much.
Nice.
I have a really serious question to start here.
Oh, there's more?
I lie.
That was good. That was
I know,
a good way to
the
end.
interview could end there.
Yeah, okay.
I love the addition of the Tom Cruise coconut cake at the beginning of season 3. So if you, as in real you, had your own treat to send to people you love and admire, like what would that tasty treat be?
We're probably going to say something similar, but for me, it's my mom's chocolate cake. Is really the best cake ever. So I think I would send that. It's very dark. It's very chocolatey. It's really good.
And he's right that it is similar because it's my mom's chocolate pecan pie.
Knew it.
Or her tiramisu.
And I gotta be honest, mine is Lucia's mom's chocolate pecan pie also. I would send that too.
She'll make you one.
You gotta
I'd love to.
I would say my babka.
Yeah. It's really good.
Is
We've
this
had
something
it.
we have to make ourselves?
I mean, that was
No.
my question to my own question, because if that was the case, I would send nothing.
Yeah.
Are you from Philly?
No,
Are you from Jersey?
New York.
New York. Okay.
Tri-state though.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like-
so we were
Same
close.
vicinity.
We were
Sounded like
close.
my cousin
I would
from
send Cinnabons to if people hadn't ever had a Cinnabon.
Oh.
It's good.
Do you know
If
this
they'd
about
had
me?
one, and I wouldn't.
Gene, do you know that I was addicted to a Mocha Lotta Chill, which is a drink from Cinnabon, and I had one every day from
Did you have
7th
to get
grade
help
till like
for it or
graduating college?
something?
Yeah, I had to get help. I went to the hospital with a kidney stone.
They intervened on you?
I can probably get sued for that, so we got to cut it.
What? But it did happen.
Yeah.
Sure, we did an episode of Broad City where a character becomes addicted to drinking Mocha Lotta Chills based on Paul's experience.
And you can
Yeah.
get his kidney problems?
Well, this all, he didn't
Allegedly.
drink water for 4 years.
Did he have kidney stones on the show? I don't even remember.
Mocha Lotta Chills. It's probably not great.
No, he had
What if
couch
you don't-
sores. I don't think he had kidney stone. It was a different thing. He was not based on me.
You guys, this is all
Didn't think
allegedly.
a question about a coconut cake would go in that direction,
Sorry.
but
Let's
here
get
we
back
are.
on track.
Here we are. Gene, Hannah, you're getting my first big serious question here. I'm curious for both of you, of all the earliest scenes in Hacks, is there any particular one that put your character into focus the most for you, where even as they evolve, you can keep looking back at that scene as an anchor?
I gotta say, I really think, for the most part, it's that our first scene ever, the one we auditioned with too, was where she comes to my house in Vegas to meet me. Because to me, it just said everything about what the show was going to be, who the characters were. Don't you gotta think?
I think so too. I would say that one, or maybe the discussion on the cruise ship about sexuality, maybe.
Yes. No, that was a wonderful scene. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's I think any scene that depicts the sort of ways in which they are able to educate each other.
But also, too, I think just being out on that Coast Guard dinghy with you was actually a
Oh my God.
pretty cool moment.
I loved that question because there's just so many good ones I could think of, and more to come. So that was looking back. Now this is looking forward. Can you tease something you get to do with these characters in season 3 that would make season 1 you go damn, I can't believe we get to do that one day?
It would be huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't give away.
A tease.
Well, okay, I get to make out with Tony Goldwyn. How's that? Never thought that would happen.
I suppose. Well, everything's a spoiler. I can't. I don't know. What do you guys think?
It's about
What are you
sex
spoiling?
and power and love. How's that?
Totally. Season of sex. Spread the word.
Yeah.
Let them know.
Yeah. TVMA. Actually, I don't know if it is, but
But
it's
it should
fun.
be.
But it's fun.
don't do it, but it should be.
It's so difficult to talk about
I
a
know,
season when
sorry.
I've seen 2 episodes and know there's so much more good to come. Paul, I'm going to try a question with you now in terms of Jimmy and Kayla's relationship, which
here we go.
continues to be one of my favorite things ever. I love their dynamic,
Thank
and
you.
and it's evolved a lot along the way. Is there anything you could tease about what maybe Jimmy has to gain from her as a person and an agent going forward?
Absolutely. So this is something that you will see in this season. Jimmy and Kayla have gone out on their own. They're starting this new thing. They really are enmeshed with the goals of Deborah and Ava this season, more so than ever before. And you get to see them be vulnerable and emotional. And actually, I think you see like a side of the characters that you haven't seen before. And I think for Jimmy, he recognizes this season that Kayla, while she is really, really bad at being an assistant, she does have some really great vision because she thinks outside the box. And I'm talking way outside the box. I'm talking the box be burned, you know?
I mean, that's what I would expect from her.
Yeah. But she has something to teach him. It's interesting how that duo mirrors the dynamic of Deborah and Ava. This
That's
season
a
more than
really
ever.
good tease.
And we also, if this is another tease, we meet Kayla's high school bully.
And we meet Jimmy's mom. Yeah. There's a lot of meets.
excited.
There's a lot of
Lots of
meetings.
My brain just melted with how enthusiastic I am about those answers right now. A question for my creator trio right now. In season 3, is there any particular character that was more creatively fulfilling to write than you ever could have imagined? Whether it was a character that's grown over the course of the show or maybe someone new you added to the mix?
I mean, I don't mean to speak for Paul or Jen, but I actually think that this season we kind of forced Deborah and Ava to confront each other and themselves in a way that we didn't quite do in season 1 or 2. I think that towards the end of season 3, I think we really pushed them to ask themselves what is important in life. And it puts them in really difficult positions and choices are made and it goes really hard and it goes really deep. But I think and I hope that people are on board for that at this point because I feel so I love them both so much, but I also can see how that love can be so twisted. And so I think that it goes there and I hope that people can get on board. I know they will. I can't wait for them to, I guess is really what I mean.
I love that.
Yeah, writing for Deborah and Ava. To me. Paul and Jen, you say someone else.
We're so lucky that we've had all these amazing guest stars, and yeah, this season is the same. I mean, honestly, you'll see in the premiere you saw Helen Hunt, and I think it was like a real career highlight to get to write for her. She's incredible, and I've been a fan of hers forever. So that was super exciting. I don't know who else, Paul. Who am I forgetting?
Christopher Lloyd was pretty.
Christopher Lloyd, yeah,
amazing to write for, and we wrote the part with him in mind, and he said yes, which was pretty amazing. Lucia has said this before, but she wrote her thesis on Back to the Future. And Addams Family is one of my favorite movies.
As though I couldn't respect you two more.
So getting to work with Christopher Lloyd, it was pretty iconic. And he gave Christopher Lloyd. You know, he is so singular. There's no one who does the dynamic that he does. And he still got it.
Thank God he said yes, because I don't know who else would have done it.
I know, he's perfect for it. He is so good for it.
So here's where I get into dangerous territory again.
Okay.
Gene and Hannah, for you, I'll stick with the guest star thing. I guess of all the people that have already been mentioned and revealed, which guest star challenges your character the most?
Gene really can't answer this.
Okay.
But
I'll respect the rules there.
Wait, who did you say?
I think Jay.
For her.
Yeah, but for you, I think. We have a lot of surprises coming up, guys.
This is what I like, though.
I mean,
You can answer. I just figure your answer is giving it away.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I would say, I don't know if do you think there's a challenge happening?
I guess there's no challenge.
That's actually
I guess it's more
the challenge of Ava versus her ideals versus her horniness.
Say it, sister. Yeah. So then I would say Christina Hendricks, who is one of my favorite actors. Who Mad Men's my favorite show, and I've seen it like literally 7 times. And in college, I had posters of like Mad Men posters, like multiple ones in my room, and then I kept them up after I graduated college. I had them for longer, and so yeah, I just think she's like one of the most incredible actresses, and that was like so cool to work with her. So
Ooh, I love that. Gene, so you can answer now. I'll rephrase that question with that in mind a little. Of all of the guest stars that appear on Hacks in season 3, who challenged you the most as an actor? Like someone who, went above and beyond your expectations for them?
So much of my stuff is with Hannah. The problem is we started this season in 2022, so it's kind of hard to remember all the episodes. I don't have a good answer.
I'm not going to try to answer for you, but I would say that the third episode with Caitlin, I think you guys have some pretty amazing scenes.
I don't consider Caitlin a guest star.
I know.
She's
but
a regular, but
of
yeah.
course.
Yeah, no. I was thinking of Caitlin actually. Yeah, I love all my stuff I ever get to do with Caitlin Olsen.
Ooh, I don't blame you. I like
She's
the sound
incredible.
of that. I've gotten in the habit of asking this question a lot, and some of your answers have put it on the top of my mind. It's a big question, but I am a big believer that no one in this business says good job to themselves nearly enough. We give each other awards, and that's great, but no one says good job to themselves. So whether it's something in season 3 or a past season of Hacks, can you tell me something you can look back on and say to yourself, damn, I am so proud of what I did there?
I mean, I feel like that about the finale of this season.
I do too.
Yeah.
I feel that way about the finale.
Yeah.
From a writing standpoint and from an acting standpoint too.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I would say the finale as well, only because not even, and again, you're not exactly doing what you asked, but there's I think one scene in particular where I think I'm just proud that we were able to create characters that then could have the scene. And even though it's, to me, the Jean and Hannah are the scene, still being able to have been we created characters that then allowed these actors to do this scene, I think feels I'm very proud of that.
I think the person that I can't really talk about is probably the one, and so I would say the Christmas episode.
I love the fact that I'm going to watch the full season and however long later know exactly what you're talking about.
Some of it for some very emotional reasons, and others some for some really really outrageously funny stuff in the Christmas episode.
Want to add something?
Well, I've been wanting to be sent that cake, so I'm happy. I'm proud of myself that I'm getting further to that goal. No,
instead of an EGOT, it'd be like
I just want the coconut cake.
Tom Cruise's coconut cake. There you go.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly,
Tom Cruise coconut cake.
We talk about this a lot. I think something that I'm proud of and continue to be proud of and can say good job to myself and good job to everyone else up here is when you make a show, it's a lot of hard work and it can be intense, but I'm proud that we've all stayed very good, dear friends and family, and we treat each other well, and we continue to do that. Proud of us for doing that.
And we're sharing a hotel room, all 4 of us, 5 of us.
Yeah.
So
it's not because of budget stuff.
No,
it's
they
because
said we have other rooms. We said,
whatever.
no, it's comfy cozy this way.
Yeah.
I was going to
And then
say, I
we
love
spend a
filmmaking
long
families,
time
but that just takes it to another
saying
level
goodnight.
now.
Yeah.
Good night, Lucia. Good night, Hannah. Good night, Paul. Good night, Hannah. Good night, Jean. Good night, Hannah. Good night, Jen. Good night, Hannah. And then we just all...
It takes us so long, it just brings us right to the dawn.
us 20
to the
minutes.
morning.
Yeah. It takes
We
us
don't
20
even get to
minutes.
sleep.
Yeah.
I'm going to end with a big old roadmap question for my creator trio here, because I always love hearing about how plans can evolve along the way. So what would you say is the biggest difference between how you saw this series panning out when you first pitched it compared to how you see it panning out now, where things that you've done in seasons 1 and 2 have informed the roadmap going forward?
I think maybe it's, unless somebody else jump on in, I think that we pitched the show with the entire series. So we even pitched the finale when we pitched the show. So I would say a lot of that roadmap is still what we're following as of right now. And I think we always felt that we knew the tone of what we wanted to do. I don't know if we understood really, because of the incredible actors that we have, how far we could stretch the tone in terms of being super hard funny sometimes and also having dramatic moments. We knew that's what we wanted to do, but it's only because of the strength of our cast and their ability to do both in equal measure that we, I think, now are able to not at all ever be limited by their talent. We can kind of write whatever we want and know that they can deliver on that. And I think that isn't something you necessarily know will happen on season 1 of a show. So I think that's it. If anything, it actually feels more limitless and more free as we make the show. And that is something that I am just so happy to be able to do, but I couldn't have guessed.
What a beautiful quality to describe there. I love that. Any additions
Thanks.
before I close this out? I'm so greedy. I'm like, I got 2 episodes before anyone. I'm like, give me teases for everything to come.
I kind of want to ask you questions.
I'm not good at answering questions.
Is there anything surprising about the first 2 episodes that you found, or were you like I'm back in it, or
Were you like perfect?
or how were what was your feelings when you watched the first 2?
I'll fully admit, because I've said this on camera before, I'm a big baby about calling any piece of art perfect. Like whenever I review something, I can't remember the last time I gave a 5 out of 5 until like 10 years later when I'm like, this is,
right.
and it's like not even a 5 out of 5 on like a broader scale, but like on my scale, on my personal scale.
Yeah.
But
I'm not asking you to rate it.
I
am,
like
sorry.
eventually
Yeah, I
people
am
will
asking,
review it.
Yeah.
I meant what I said at the beginning. Like the bar was already high and you kept it there. And the evolution and the growth that these characters are experiencing based on the divergence in, now I'm worried about spoilers, the divergence at the end of season 2. I like how you play with that and build them a little with that, but then snap back. I found that very satisfying in these first 2 episodes.
Okay, cool.
And it made me very excited to see how that dynamic evolves going forward.
So like 4.8.
like 4.99999. Oh my God. Is that okay? Is that okay?
I think that's 2 margaritas away from a 5.
I also rate
got a
movies and
popo.
shows out of cats.
Oh,
It's like
good.
my cat is Dewey, 5 out of 5 Dewey. So this would be like 4.99999 Deweys out of 5.
That sounds
I like
cute no
that.
matter how you slice
And that's
it.
actually amazing because that gives us something to reach for.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Thank
actually,
you.
huge,
Thank
major,
you.
and
What
perfect.
color is your cat?
He was like a Bengal, so grayish.
Wow.
Here's Dewey.
Okay,
Dewey's
guys.
on my wrist.
Okay,
Cute hat.
season 4.
I'm
we need a bangle to
obsessed.
just cross
Okay.
frame. Yeah. We got that 5 in no time.
I must let you go. Everyone's staring at me like I'm going to keep you here forever. I'm not. I'm ending it.
They're wrapped.
wrapped.
That's what staring is.
Yeah, they're just trying to get closer to hear more.
We're done.
Yeah.
Amazing job.
Seriously, thank you for the show.
Thank you.
It brings
Thank
so much light into my life. I've watched the
thank
first
you.
2 seasons too many times. So excited to have another one now. Congratulations.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.